If you scare easy or you're afraid of heights, this video and this place is not for you. That's all I'm gonna say before we start. I am at Islamabad International Airport, about to take my flight to Chitral, so I'm quite excited because I've been planning this for quite some time and I never managed to go, but I'm a little nervous because the planes are a bit wonky. Let's see how it goes. Welcome to Chitral! And we've just landed. So we just landed in Chitral and we're going to Bamburit to the Kailash Valleys, but we couldn't help stopping at this beautiful spot. This behind me is Tirachmir. It's the highest mountain in the entire Hindu Kush range and it's so pretty. So we got picked up from the airport and we're directly going to Kailash Valleys. This is our jeep and we just got to Ayun Valley, which is the gateway to Kailash, and we're super excited. But it's quite a rough road, so you can't go there on your own car. You need to get 4x4s or these jeeps, which is the best way. Two and a half hours later, we are in the first village. It's called Anish, and this is a temple right behind me. We're gonna go explore the village and then I'll show you a bit more. So we've been cordially invited inside a local home. I'll show you a bit of that now. So this part in front of the chimney is considered sacred. And there's an oak tree branch in the corner because that's also sacred. So the valleys have a few villages. We are in Bamburit and we went to Anish village and then we're gonna go trekking to the next one. We saw the temple, we saw like a typical house, we saw some amazing views, and now we're gonna trek to the next village where there's a museum and then we get to explore some of the local food. But this place is absolutely magical, it's really beautiful. This is one of the main temples. It is used mainly during the festivals. I'm standing at a graveyard, and this is an old one. Kailash people have an interesting way of celebrating death. They don't wail and cry. They actually celebrate it with music and dance and, all the instruments. And they basically slaughter a lot of goats, invite a lot of people, have a party and celebrate the life of the person who's died instead of crying over it. Interesting, isn't it? Good morning from us. Say hello. Okay. So, we had a pretty amazing night. It was quite cold. And we are going today to the Bamboraith Valley, to the very last village. This is our jeep today. There. So, we will go there and then we will go trekking for another couple of kilometers to visit a trout farm. And then we're gonna go to Rambur. The village of Crackle, which is the last village in Bamboraith Valley. Explored around a bit. They have old houses, one that is actually 2.5 centuries old, and not a single nail used. Interesting, eh? There's a misconception that they just leave their dead out in the open. These are only from the times of trouble when they were basically being chased, so they had to leave their dead like that. And now we're gonna go trekking to Sheikhananda, which is pretty much at the end. And the mountains you see right behind me, this is the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. I'm at the fish farm in Sheikhananda, and behind me is the village. So this is sort of the last stop, and beyond this is the border of Afghanistan. But we will go trekking a little bit further because they have some pastures over there and there's no people, so I want to see a little bit more. When in Kailash, always ask for permission before you take any photos of the ladies. Yes, they have amazing garments and everything, but in the past their photos have ended up on like weird websites, so they get really uncomfortable the moment they see a camera or they see someone making a video on the phone. And even more insulting is when you offer them money for photos. So please, please, please don't do that. Hire a local guide, work with them. They will ask the ladies nicely, and if they want to, you can take photos with them. Please be respectful. So I requested our host to prepare some local food for us, and I'm hungry and excited both. Let's go eat. For food, we got 3 different types of bread: walnut bread, cornbread, and meat bread. On the side, we also got some other food, which was mainly cheese with onions, as well as some red beans. So getting to Chitral and Kailash valleys is not that easy, but it's not very difficult either if you plan properly. So check the link in the description below and you will find all relevant information, including how to get a local guide, because that's going to be your biggest asset on this trip. After 2 wonderful days, it is time now to head to Rambur Valley. So, after another death-defying drive, we are basically in Rambur Valley, and this is the Grum village. My God, I can barely breathe. It's really high up, but look at the view from here. This place is incredible. Oh, we got a local guide and she's showing us around now. So let's go a little bit of Grum, and then we go across to the other side, to the other village, and then back to Chitral. The most interesting and fun way of exploring the views and going from one village to another in Kailash valleys is the channel walk. So we saw the villages of Grum and Kailasha Grum, and now we're heading back to Chitral through that death-defying road. I don't have any other way around it, honestly, but I'm a little bit scared and nervous every time on it. So tomorrow we're going to do something interesting, but I'm not going to tell you what. You'll have to wait till tomorrow for that. Let's go for now to Chitral. Morning, it's day 3. All my plans have been sent to the bin because it's been raining non-stop since like 2:30 a.m. But I'm kind of happy just looking at the view from here. It's really beautiful. So today, instead of going to Chitral Gold Park, but we can't go now because of the road. It's really slippery and dangerous in normal conditions. I mean, in rain, it's going to be even more dangerous. So sadly, can't go there. So instead, we're gonna go and see the Shahi Mosque, a little bit of the fort if we can, and the best part is we will try and see if we can spot some markhors. So let's go. The Royal or Shahi Mosque is part of the identity of the city of Chitral. It is a beautiful place to explore. Less than a minute's walk from the mosque is the Royal Fort. Sadly, it was closed during my visit. This is the main road that passes through Chitral city, and the bazaar is located here. So we couldn't go all the way up. That's the Chitral Gold Park, the entrance, and it's already covered in snow. And it is pretty cold here as well. But you can see the runway of Chitral right here. You can see the entire place without even going up. Let's see if we can see any markhor. They're quite tricky to see, but really hopeful. Look, we found the markhor! Right behind us. A visit to Chitral won't be complete if you haven't tried the traditional soup, which comes with noodles. Food in Chitral is generally quite same as the rest of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. It is really delicious though. Sadly, our flight has been cancelled, so we have no alternative but to go back to Islamabad by road. It's going to be an interesting 10 hours, but I'm hoping it's going to be another adventure because we didn't get to experience it on the way. I'll see you guys in the next video. You enjoy a little bit of the view. If you need more information, the link is in the description. So go check it out and plan your adventure to Chitral and Kailash valleys. Have fun!